What's going on, birthday boys? I am Eric Biggs, as always. We have the wonderful JP over there running everything that I'll never learn how to. And today we have a very, very special guest joining us. You've seen her on Kill Tony, touring all over the country. Celia
Contreras.
There it is.
Contreras.
I can't say it right.
It's okay, most people fuck it up.
Yeah, say, dude, JP's...
I should have introed this one.
Yeah,
better,
all right. JP, you say the last
Ladies and gentlemen, Celia Contreras.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, say, my whiteness refuses me to roll R's. It won't let me do it. It says, stop it, that's enough. We absolutely refuse. But you've been down here in Austin about a year, right?
No, like 5 months.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, wow, you've made a big fucking impact in the 5 months you've been here. That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was going to take longer.
Yeah, well...
Like, I thought it would be like Phoenix starting over again. It's like, nobody knows who I am. Nobody gives a fuck about me or my comedy.
Yeah.
It's like, keep your head down, be respectful, and just tell your jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, go around, do the things. But, yeah, say, because you got on Kill Tony pretty fast then.
Yeah.
I guess the second time, because you got on in Phoenix.
Yeah, that time was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
And then I got up on, like, the episode with Ty Rivera.
Okay.
I was on that episode. And then, like, 3 weeks later, like, right when the episode was airing, is when I got called up for the Rosanne episode.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, oh, shit. And I wasn't expecting it. I'm like, my episode just dropped. I was reading all the hater comments in the live chat.
Yeah.
And, like, I know, like, the second time when, like, I call, it's all like, if they call me a refrigerator, because I know what they say. It's like, none of these motherfuckers are original. They're going to call me fat. They're going to call me a refrigerator. And or relate me to heavy farming equipment.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like every time they say it, take a drink.
Yeah. It is fun going into some of the comments on Kill Tony. It's just like, some people on there are funny. Some of them, it's just like, what the fuck is, you know. But that's the internet. The joys of the great web.
Yeah.
But you've opened for Tony. You've opened for Rosanne.
Yes.
How fucking cool is that?
That's crazy.
It was super fucking cool.
Because, like, Rosanne is such an icon.
Yeah.
I mean...
Like, every time I'm, like, near her, I'm just in my head screaming, it's like, don't call her mom, don't call her mom, don't call her mom. It's like, don't call her mom.
Yeah. Yeah, say, that's so fucking wild. I'm such a big fan of hers, and, like, she was one of the people that whenever I moved down here, first couple times I went and watched Kill Tony over at the Vulcan, because it's still the Vulcan whenever I got here.
Yeah.
I got to see Rosanne, and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, oh, hey, I got to, like, see Rosanne on Kill Tony, and she's like, that was, like, a person my mom was like, oh, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because, like, my mom was like, oh, I remember watching all the stuff, and all the things, and you know, that's somebody where I'm like, Chris DiStefano, she's like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
But you say like Rosanne Barr, Ron White, those guys, they're like, oh shit, okay, we know those people.
Yeah, and that's crazy too, because I've been on Skankfest.
Yeah.
And like I got on Skankfest like last year, and then I was on it this past one.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was just supposed to be another comic, John Carden, he's really funny.
Yeah.
But he's like, you'll be my +1, and I'm like, cool. But like 2 weeks before, like I was thinking about it, and I'm like, the odds are slim. But I messaged the guy who runs the Naked Roast. I'm like, yo, if anybody drops out of the Naked Roast, I'm down to do it again. And then he's all like, oh, it's all like, yeah, we're still booking for that, so you're just on it. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, does this mean I get an artist badge and a +1? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I messaged my friend Hector, and I'm like, guess who's riding to Skankfest again?
Yeah. That's fucking so badass. Was it in Vegas both times?
Both times it was in Vegas, and like they're trying to decide, because they said it was going to be the last year it was in Vegas, but like the venue that it was held at is called Notoriety. It's on Fremont Street.
Okay.
And I guess they like really want
it to keep happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's an insane fucking time. But like the next one, like they're like, there's a couple of options. I forget what the other ones are. But I'm like, one, I'm like team notoriety because like that's where my last 2 Skankfests were at, and I know where
Yeah.
everything is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm down to go to new places and see new shit.
Yeah.
So it's all like, whichever.
Yeah. Well, because I know that the rumor was that they're going to move it to New York.
I heard that too. I heard New York, Florida. Shit, what was the other one?
Yeah. I feel like Vegas is the perfect place for Skankfest, though.
I think Vegas is very
Like,
Skankfest appropriate.
You know, like, I don't think that, like, Florida or New York is just going to be as... I don't think it fits. You know, I mean, obviously all the
It
people...
might work in Florida, though. I've only been there, like, once, and that was for
Yeah.
the Rosanne show.
Yeah. Yes, and I mean, I don't know, it just seems so like such a wild event. It's like Vegas is just the perfect place to have this because it's the town set up for debauchery anyways.
Yeah.
Like the whole idea is just like, oh yeah, it's wild shit going on all the time. This is just another day in the life of Las Vegas.
I promised myself this year I wasn't going to fuck anybody at Skankfest. Which I technically made that promise. Because I fucked somebody outside of Skankfest who was not on or related to the actual event. He was just like asking me some shit, and he's all like, thanks. It's like, I have my tab open inside of a bar called Hennessy's, which is like maybe 100-foot walk from the notoriety venue.
Yeah.
And like, I'm there, well, maybe a little bit more, but like, he's all like, I have my tab open, can I get you a drink? And sure, and next thing you know, you're getting nailed in the bathroom.
Oh, shit.
Which I'm for.
Skankfest.
But he did decide to go in the other hole, and I'm just saying he could have spit. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Like a gentleman.
Yeah, and then I limp back, like I limp into the green room. I sit next to Zach Amico, and like everybody's like, "Hey, so are you okay?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm just sore from all the walking and standing." And I go sit next to Zach Amico, and I'm like, "I got fucked in the ass," and he's like, "It happens to the best of us." And I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna like fist bump.
We're going next year, buddy.
Dude, all right.
Dude, volunteer, find a way. It's always a good time. And also in the green room, like, because you're sitting there and it's Rosanne and Ron White, like,
Yeah.
sitting in the same green room, just,
Uh-huh.
and they're passing you joints, and I'm all like, am I allowed to hit the same joint Ron White did?
Yeah, it's like, okay, all right, cool. Yeah, so the question is, were you were there at Skankfest this time, were you present during the big trans drama that happened?
No, so I guess, like, when it happened, like, I had just got there, and I didn't realize, because it's, what's his name, Del Rosa or whatever.
Yeah, DeRosa.
Let us in, though, because I don't know about what happened.
So I guess he went behind a curtain with a trans person, and they
Yeah.
did stuff.
Yeah,
And
there
like,
was...
he was talking about it afterwards, like, it was him and another like, it wasn't a comic, it was like a producer or something, and I didn't realize these were like big tiered people because I am shitty at recognizing famous people. But like, I see them sitting in the corner, and I'm like, do you guys mind if I sit here? And they're like, oh no, go ahead, sit down. And they're like talking, he's talking about it, he's all like, yeah, all right. Or like he said something in effect, but he was telling me, and I'm like, huh, good for you. That was your first trans person? It's like, yeah. I'm like, I still haven't crossed that off. Good job, buddy. But we were talking about it. And like, I had no idea that this all happened like on stage. I thought he was just telling me about a casual encounter.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, oh, good for you for stepping outside your comfort zone, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so because I heard about it, I think I heard like Mark Norman or Shane Gill, one of those people talking about it, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's so, because I guess the overall story is there's something was going on during a show, some comment got made about like whether or not a trans person could get them off, and they did.
Yeah, no, we confirmed that they did.
It's like, oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, there's that dude. So much fun stuff. And then, like, I posted out. I didn't talk to Doug Stanhope at all. And then I do remember going up to talk to Rosanne because I was, like, sitting there across from her. And I'm like, wait, you know what? The longer I sit here and don't approach her, it's going to feel disrespectful because I hadn't done the shows with her yet. And, like,
Yeah.
I wasn't even drunk yet. Like, but I walk up with my friend Betsy. And, like, I thought, I'm like, hi, thank you for the opportunity. I blacked out, and I sat down, and I'm like, did I say anything stupid? She's like, no, you were very respectful.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. Oh, and shout out to Betsy. That's my friend Hector's girl.
Nice.
Because my friend Chase did the naked roast too and brought her as his +1.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So it was Hector, his girlfriend, and me. But shout out to Betsy because like she double checked to make sure there was like no like loose toilet paper hanging from my snatch before for the roast battle.
So it's
And of
that
course-
naked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's the naked, like, I'm naked, the guy I'm going against naked, the judges are naked, and I almost killed Jason Ella. It was an act. Like, so I did the naked roast last year, and I went against Evan Stone, the porn star.
Okay.
And, like, Jason Ellis has to, like, he's like, I can't see you because of your stomach. He's like, I can't do his accent. But I'm like, oh, so I lift up my fat so he can see my vagina. And this year, and I'm like, everybody tells me you have a big dick. Can I just see it real quick since you asked to see my vagina last year? And he's like, yeah. And then he starts walking towards me, but he almost falls off the stage. And, like, his dick was this close to hitting, like, just the stage, like, just getting smashed.
Jesus Christ.
And it's all like, damn, I almost ruined Ella's baby.
Oh, my God.
But also, I didn't expect him to walk. Like, when I asked, I thought he'd just stand up and, like, wiggle a little bit and sit down. And I think he'd walk towards me with it.
Yeah. He's like, oh, do you want to examine? Or...
But yeah, he does have a big dick. It's the first thing you see when he walks in the room. It's all like, what? Oh, it's you.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, we gotta do something to go Skankfest.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
That Skankfest is amazing. Like, I'm always good to take my friend Hector. But if, like, anything happens to him and he can't go, it's all like, all right, I got to bring somebody else with me because I want comics to be on this experience.
Yeah.
'Cause it's fucking magical.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those festivals that's, like, it really is everything that people say. Where, like, a lot of, like, comedy festivals you hear about, you're like, they aren't always really the best once you get there. But because of, for one, who are the people that, like, run Skankfest,
Yeah.
like, it's just a very interesting group, and I am interested to see where they end up doing it because I feel like Vegas is just the perfect spot, but also they
And I
might
do
find
like that venue a lot.
yeah, they might find some other place like in Florida where it's like, oh, this is even better. Like you never know what they are scoping out, but yeah. So I was curious how all that went because I knew that you had went.
Yeah, I lost my roast battle, but, like, we had a good roast battle.
Yeah.
Also, like, the last day I decided to drop acid, and I thought my friends were cool, so I bought extra acid and thought they'd drop it too, but they're like, My mistake was taking it in the green room.
Oh, Jesus.
Because, like, I was sitting in the green room, and, like, I forget, like, what are the odds that you're afraid of clowns? And then Violent J comes up to you right when the acid kicks in.
Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
he, like, gets right in my face. He's like, hey, do you got any shrooms?
Oh, my God.
And I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
no, I got acid. And he said, oh, I can't do acid. That sounds scary. I've never done acid. And I'm like, oh, my friend has shrooms. When he gets back, I'll send him your way. He's like, appreciate it. He squeezed my shoulder and walked off. But I was tripping balls, and I should have just, like, left and hung out in the tank.
Yeah.
Where it wasn't overstimulating, but I was just, like, straight up tripping balls on the couch. And then, like, other people came and sat with me to make sure I was comfortable. And, like, I felt bad because there was this married couple, like, they just got married that day at Skankfest. And, like, they're sitting next to me, and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, and then all the staff kept coming up. It's like, are you all right? Do you need anything? And I kept thinking I was in trouble. And they're like, no, you just have the acid stare. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm having a great time. But my eyes were all like...
Yeah. Well, because I feel like that is one of those places where you're like, oh, fuck, I'm on drugs.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, everyone's on drugs.
Everyone was on drugs.
That's what we're doing here. We're doing drugs for 4 days.
Yeah. Oh, and then I talked to, like, Luis J. Gomez comes up, and he's like, hi. And I still don't know if he was wearing eyeliner or not, or if that was the drugs. But, like, he comes up, he's like, everybody doing good? And I'm like, yeah, sorry, I'm on acid. He's like, you're on acid? He's like, fuck yeah. And then it was like, I'm like, cool.
That's fucking
And
amazing.
then I almost got in a fight with Violent J's hype man.
Oh my God.
Like, not an actual fight, but he was pissing me off.
Yeah.
But, like, he kept saying the same thing over and over again. I'm like, dude, you said it like 9 times. We heard you the first time, and yet you're still talking about it. And like, I was getting annoyed. My friend Hector started laughing. And I'm like, I'm on drugs right now, so I'm just going to say this right now. I don't like you. I'm going to take a piss. And I got up and went to the bathroom. I came back and I apologized to him, and the dude was still being fucking annoying. And then, like, he finally leaves with Violent J for a little bit. Turn to Hector, and I'm like, if I could go back in time, I'd take back my apology.
Yeah.
It's like, and punch him in the face.
Yeah, I would have been nice.
Yeah. I don't regret the times I was mean. I regret the times I was nice. Just kidding now.
Yeah.
I always feel like so bad after. It's like, yeah, I was definitely being a cunt in that situation.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, that's the amount of people that come through in that show also is insane.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that he was there, the Insane Cloud Posse guy was there, like.
No, he
what?
was there. Oh, and then Doug Stanhope was there, but
Yeah.
I completely pussed out and didn't talk to him.
That's understandable. Like,
And-
he is so, like, such a big guy that, like, I could see me being like, duh.
See, well, I always thought, like, you hope that you, like, become a big deal, comedically speaking, but I always figured it's like, if anything, I'll be like Doug Stanhope. It's all like, I
Yeah.
have a select audience.
Yeah.
I do most of my shows in small theaters and bars.
Yeah.
But, like, he was there, and I missed that part, but I guess he drank, like, a cup and a half of his own piss on stage,
Fucking Christ.
is what I was told.
Jesus Christ.
But, like, I kept thinking, it's like, I'm gonna go talk to him, but, like, well, first I didn't go talk to him because, like, I had just been fucked in the ass, and I didn't want to, like, move.
Fair.
yeah.
And then the next day I was walking normal again, and I'm like, okay, I do feel better. Oh, and that was the night of the Naked Roast. And, like, when Betsy was, like, checking and everything, and I sat down, I'm like, oh, yep, that's blood.
Jesus.
And Hector, I guess, missed this. He was standing right next to Betsy when I told her. And then Hector, like, calls me, and he's like, why didn't you tell me you got fucked in the ass at Skankfest? I'm like, I didn't know I was supposed... I thought I told you.
Jesus
It's like it wasn't a
Christ.
secret. But he's all like, damn. He's all like, I had to find out from Betsy. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you were there when I told Betsy.
Jesus Christ.
But also everybody's all like, we knew you could fucking last. Because, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just happened to get laid for whatever reason. And my friends were taking bets about how long it'd take when I moved to Austin to get laid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not fucking anybody when I moved to Austin. And then a week later, and I'm like, who had 1 week? In my group chat. And they're like, fucking called it, you little fucking whore.
Yeah. Well, hopefully somebody made money off of it. Like, hopefully they actually had a real bet.
They didn't have a real bet, but they were just
Yeah.
sitting there, like, high-fiving each other.
That's good hype, people. You
Yeah.
know, that's
Dude, I love my friends because they'll, like, keep me, like, they're so supportive, but they will keep me humble.
yeah,
But one of my favorite ones is, like, I didn't know I went viral on TikTok with the Kill Tony thing.
yeah.
My friend George messaged, he's like, yo, bitch, you're viral. And I'm like, dude, I haven't even got the STD test back. How the fuck would you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, on TikTok, you stupid fucking bitch. And I'm like, what? And then I, like, download TikTok, and I'm like, oh, I'm viral. But, yeah. I love my friends. They're such assholes. And then Hector was laughing. He's like, are you freaking out because Violent J's here? And I'm like, a little bit. But, like, also, he was very interesting to look at. So it's like, so it's like, ooh. It's like, it was almost like he was Rorschach from The Watchmen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm actually kind of enjoying this now. And he's a very nice clown.
A good clown. Good
Yeah.
clown. Good clown.
It's like, he definitely doesn't eat kids.
Yeah.
And if he did, I'm sure they'd thank him afterwards. Just kidding. I don't know.
So are they still all back home, like doing comedy
Who?
in San Antonio, like Hector?
So Hector, he's all over the place. Like, he lives in Arizona, but he's been, like, driving back and forth because he's originally from Pecos.
Oh, okay.
So, I honestly don't know where the fuck he's at right now. Like, some days he's all like, hey, I'm coming through. And it's all like, really? I thought you were in Arizona. He's like,
Yeah.
I was. It's like, when did you leave? He's like, I'm gonna be there in like 2 hours. It's all like, okay, so you just, like, he'll just straight up do the 15-hour drive to
Yeah,
and from.
that's such a long ass drive too,
It is.
and it's all through the worst parts of Texas.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a bad drive.
Oh my god, and I do love Hector for that. Like, I appreciate Hector because, like, he knows when to shut the fuck up, too. Like, we'll be like, I can talk to him a whole ride. My biggest thing with Hector is he's a fucking sleep Nazi.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell him that. Because he's all like, I don't need that much sleep. Like, if he thinks I'm sleeping too much, he'll just, like, call me over and over again. He's like, are you awake? And I'm like, Hector, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't need that much sleep. Go do something. Edit a podcast or something.
Yeah. Go be part of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I do enjoy and appreciate sleep, though. So
I love sleep so much.
Yeah, it's good for you.
If I could get a time turner from Harry Potter, I would just, like, sleep 20 hours a day like a koala bear and then go out and be social.
Yeah, and then wake up and it's like, all right, I'm good. I'm back out here on adventures now.
I'll fucking finally read a book.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I could have a lot of time. I think it's going to take a long time before I dedicate any of it to reading.
I do love to read. That's, like, I will say that's the one bad part about, like, getting popular on Kill Tony is, like, I can't fucking read in public anymore.
Oh,
I just, like, sit down and it's like, dude, it's like, hi, Celia. It's like,
yeah.
how's it going? It's like, can we get a selfie? It's like, of course you can.
Yeah.
Like, I did do a post the other day. It's like, dude, if I'm writing and you see me writing and I tell you give me 1 minute, I'm not trying to be a dick. Just give me, like, 5 minutes to write whatever I'm writing down.
Yeah.
Because this one dude came and he, like, would not shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And, like, he was super nice. He was super sweet. And, like, I'm just mad because, like, I had a good idea for a joke and I still don't remember what that good idea is now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, can I just have 1 minute to write this down? The only word I have written down is the.
Yep.
And, like, after a 30-minute conversation with this dude, he was all like, I'll be back. And then he runs off. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, now I can write this.
Yeah.
Fucking the moment's gone.
Yeah, that is the worst, is jokes, they come from the abyss, and they return to the abyss just as fast. Like, if you don't get them down, or a voice recording or something, they're gone forever. Like, sometimes you'll even think, like, oh, maybe I have it. I'm never convinced it's the same joke I was trying to remember.
Yeah. I am excited because, like, I think I figured out the wording of this one joke that I've been, like, it's a premise I've been fucking around with.
Yeah.
But, like, I came up with it when I was on acid at Skankfest. And I just said it to comics and they're like, that's funny, you should say that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I did not listen to my fucking peers.
Yeah.
So I wrote it down. But, like, I figured it out more yesterday while I was also on it. I need to stop doing acid. Yeah, but just kidding.
I mean...
No. I have, like, 2 tabs left at my house.
Well, I mean, you might as well do those, and then...
I may as well. Nah, I should be hitting myself. I keep fucking over my sleep schedule.
Yeah. So what is your writing process? Are you a sit down and just write person, or do you have to have ideas and then you work out the ideas?
Sitting down and, like, just having it scheduled every day. So, like, if I had to guess, I'd spend anywhere between 30 minutes to 2-3 hours a day writing.
Okay.
Unless I'm depressed, then it's just me staring at the ceiling, listening to South Park in the corner, or whatever cartoon I'm rewatching at the time.
Yeah.
But, my biggest thing is, like, you don't have to write to be funny, and, like, I have bipolar disorder, so I have a mood journal, too. So, like, an hour of my writing is just me, like, catching up about my day, which I think will be helpful when I write a memoir.
Yeah.
I can be the Jada.
I have bipolar disorder too. Pound it.
Fuck yeah.
Nothing going on
Healthy,
with you?
I don't know. I'm.
I bet your parents love you. So
I'm an alcoholic. I'm a drunk. That's just sad. What?
Okay, that's technically a disease.
Yeah.
We can choose that.
Yeah. So I just drink because I never learned how to talk to people properly.
Well, I'm starting my drinking break again. Me and my friend brought back the bet. Like, we had a bet, and it was, like, the longest drinking break I had taken in the past, like, 2 years. But I went 69 days without drinking.
Nice.
Right. Well, we called off the bet on day 60. He's like, I'm kind of over this shit. He's like, it's all, like, same. But then I waited, like, 9 more days, and then it was, like, the 69th day. And I'm like, Nice.
Yeah, it's like, nice. No, that's the dope. Like, I didn't drink. And they're like, how long? 69 days.
Yeah.
Like, come on. What's better than that?
It's all like I was thirsty.
Yeah.
But, like, the bet, like, it's a really intense bet.
Yeah.
So if he drinks first, he has to get my name tattooed on his face.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, which, of course, nobody wants that.
Yeah, that's
And,
fucking
like,
wild.
I have white-ass nipples, and I don't need people, well, like, people know, because I keep taking my clothes off at Skankfest. And just in public when I'm drunk enough.
Yeah.
I like being naked. It's comforting.
That's fair.
But, yeah, so if I lose, I have to get both my nipples pierced. And, I don't want that to happen. I have white-ass nips, and, that's, like, I think it's funny, because, like, I don't want my nipples pierced, and it's like, it's a weird stance from somebody who used to cut themselves. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, okay.
Oh, no, I don't want a pinching feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, but it didn't go, like, I never went that deep. It was very superficial.
Yeah.
Like, most of my scars are gone from it. Like, there's still that one, like, right there.
Fuck. Jeez.
And that was, like, more intense. Like,
Yeah.
Oh shit,
It was-
that's a big one.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's,
no-
like, one of the biggest ones. But,
Also,
like,
whenever you're going that way, it's usually more of like
yeah, but it's here. Like, there's no fucking veins here. It
oh,
was
yeah,
safe.
Yeah.
I was just having, like, sometimes I'm just having a bad day, and I'm like, I shouldn't do this, but, like, there happened to be a fence with, like, barbed wire, and I'm like, I got my tetanus shot.
Oh damn.
So that's why I went like that. I'm getting better. Like, normally, like, I have safety plans and shit because of the bipolar disorder and, like, the mood things, but I'll, like, let my friends, it's like, yeah, I am in a depressive episode. It's like, alright, the thoughts are escalating to self-harm and suicide, but once I actually start self-harming, that's normally like a red flag situation.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I need to either not do this or check into the psych ward. And I don't want to go to the psych ward in Texas because you can't have a gun if you go to the psych ward.
In Texas?
Like, yeah, I guess
Huh.
here, after you go to the psych ward, you're not allowed to own a firearm for, like, 5 years or some shit. Arizona, it's all
Very
like,
interesting.
it's like, well, you shouldn't have a gun, but, like, here's your gun back. Just
Yeah.
kidding. No,
There you
like,
go.
not really, but,
Huh. Yeah, I did not know that.
One of mine things is like when it's time to maybe like get back on the lithium is like when I stop looking people in the eyes. That's how I kind of start knowing.
lithium fucking destroyed me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on Abilify, like, and, like, I did a lot of research into it, but, like, everybody's, like, chemistry or whatever is different.
Yeah.
Because I have friends who are like, you're on Abilify? Yeah. And you haven't tried to slit your wrist? And I'm like, no. My friend Shannon's like, dude, I remember I was, like, 3 days into Abilify, and I, shit, what did she say? Wait, that's a different story. But, like, she said it fucked with her, and she's like, I was this close to walking into traffic.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh, damn.
Jesus.
holy
But
shit.
and then like lithium, that was insane
How did it
because
fuck with you? What do you mean?
I stopped feeling altogether, like just nothing. I stopped eating food, like I didn't eat, I want to say for like 2 weeks, but gained 40 pounds. And I was just like constantly thirsty. But like my friends, it's like, hey, we put on Cat Williams. You love Cat Williams. It's like, are you okay? And I'm just like staring at it and I'm like, huh. And then, like, another thought, like, it's like, well, I don't feel anything, and so this is just the rest of my life. What's the point of being alive, then? And then, like, that thought was, like, red flag. It's like, shit. So I ended up quitting that cold turkey. They also pumped me full of another drug called Invega-Sustenna, because this was after I had my psychotic manic episode. So the first time I went to the psych ward, it's because I thought I was Jesus Christ and a killer whale. I had all the answers. It was beautiful. But also it's so just like, okay, so I'm
Oh my
finally,
God.
like, I finally loved myself and I was
Yeah.
finally happy, and it turns out it was just mental illness.
I mean,
It's like, that's a fuck you.
yeah, like that's really shit. But okay, and if you don't want to get into any of it, just,
I'm an open book.
Okay.
Ask away.
has the comedy working, and doing good, and doing a lot of these shows, has that seemed to have any kind of effect on it?
Yes and no. Like, the biggest thing is I do need to get a decent amount of sleep.
Okay.
Because, like, if I don't get enough sleep, that's when I start to act like crazy and get
Yeah.
weird. But yeah, no, like I'm all over the place, but like I've been getting less sleep because like I keep getting messages and stuff, and then like I spread myself out a little too far.
Yeah.
Because like I was like answering all these people who were like messaging me. It's like, you're an inspiration. We love you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
thank you. And I thought like the shit would die down after a week, but I still get like 20 to 50. Sometimes it's like 100 a week. People just messaging me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. It's all like, we love you. You're an inspiration or this. Like every once in a while, somebody, it's all like, I don't think you're worth shit and you should have fucking killed yourself.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm all like, word.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna argue with you. It's like, all right.
Yeah. Sick opinion. We love that. Yeah. Yeah. We're so glad you.
No, I know one guy like said that too, and he's all like, "You're not funny, and you should quit comedy." And I'm like, "Say it louder for the people in the back."
Yeah, and see, but that's the thing. You have the perfect thing. It's like, tell Rosanne Barr that. Like, tell all these headlining comedians that. Like, fuck off.
I was getting pissed off like during one like TikTok thing because like it was a whole bunch of these comments, and I almost got in a fight with a gay Irish couple at a gay bar.
Oh my god.
Well, not a fight, but like
Verbal
they
altercation
mentioned that
thing.
I was like open for Roseanne, and the guy's like, well, maybe you shouldn't open for her because she's a wee bit racist, yeah? And it's like, okay, do you know the context of what happened? Because if anybody saw that bitch, she did look like the monkey from Planet of the Apes. And as Roseanne screamed on Twitter, I thought she was Latina.
Yeah.
I had no idea that bitch was black. And I'm sitting there and what, like, it wasn't him, but it was another dude. And it's like, I'm not mad that Roseanne compared her to a monkey. I'm mad that she compared her to a doctor.
Jesus.
That's funny.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like, we've all lost our shit. Yeah, she wasn't trying to be racist. If you watch Roseanne, you'll see, like, she's, like, a lot of the shows, like, introduce you to shit, like the episode with a Native American dude, and they're talking about the Cherokee princesses and stuff. It's like, oh, I'm a 16th Cherokee. It's all like, and it's like Cherokee, there's no such thing as Cherokee princesses. And it's like a native dude on the episode, like, explaining it to them. There's the episode where fucking DJ doesn't want to kiss the black girl. But, like, they addressed racism and, like, all this other serious shit in that show. It's all like, okay.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe go fuck yourself. So, like, a woman can't just say what's on her mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that the oversimplification of people is very annoying, especially like you've worked with her and all this, but like whenever I told some of my comic friends back home, like, oh, I'm moving to Austin, one of my buddies is like, oh yeah, he's gonna try to meet Rogan, and this girl got really serious and was like, he's a bad person. If you don't hang out with him, and I'm like, what the fuck are you? You don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, like, the people who
Like,
don't know.
It's like, you're an idiot. Like, taking that stance, like, I'm someone in the Midwest who's never met this person. It's the stupidest thing ever. Like, it's like, what the fuck are you talking
Worst
about?
thing Rogan's ever done was make somebody eat an elk penis on Fear Factor.
I don't know, the roaches were a little fucked too. I didn't like that. But
like, that was fucked
yeah,
too.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole show was too much for me. But
Well, I remember
yeah,
when
yeah,
it like it was like part like it would be shit like heights and stuff and like
Yeah.
putting the snakes in. But like if I recall correctly, the last 2 seasons was just it's like we're gonna make you eat gross shit.
yeah.
Really?
And I'm
They
like,
did that?
alright,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, yeah, because the reason they got canceled was because they were making people drink cum.
What?
Yeah.
Get the... No.
How do you not
Who's
know about
afraid of drinking cum
well, so
besides the Mormons?
So that's the thing is like, they either had to drink cum or drink piss, and all the dudes picked piss, all the chicks picked cum, of course,
Yeah.
and it was donkey piss or donkey cum. But yeah, TMZ got a hold of it. That's the reason it got canceled whenever it came back the second time.
That's...
It's like, what? What?
That was my favorite Joe Rogan, just to put that out there. Like, him on Fear Factor.
Well, he still had hair.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing his stand-up for the first time. It's like Joe Rogan. I'm like, why does that name sound familiar? And I'm like sitting there watching. I'm like, this dude's really funny. He also kind of reminds me of the dude from Fear Factor.
Yeah.
And like I'm watching it and somebody said that's like that is the dude from Fear Factor. I'm like, oh shit, cool.
Yeah.
Like I haven't met him yet, and like probably for the best because I'm annoying. Just kidding. No, I get along with like I'm like a common man person.
Yeah.
Like I am a great conversationalist if you meet me at a bus stop and you're homeless. But like higher tiered comics, it's all like okay, they think I'm weird. Like there's some who fuck with me, and then there's like others. It's like maybe you should just like reevaluate your whole personality and how you talk to people. I'm like, okay.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Do you guys think you could do a Fear Factor episode, like an old school back in the day one?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
What was the first round? The first round was the easiest shit, right?
So it was always like an activity. The second round was always like you had to eat something. Then the third round was another like higher intense activity.
Yeah, like you have to fucking walk on a glass platform.
Yeah.
50 feet above the water.
Yeah, or like I remember when you had to jump from one truck, like semi truck, to another semi truck.
Yeah.
While they drove down the road.
Right.
My thing always with them, like most of them is like they're not gonna actually let you die.
Yeah, they're like cabled
Like you're
and everything.
usually bungee cord. Like I know there were some things where it's like you had to ride a bull.
I have done that.
Like you're not gonna.
A real bull or
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'll say I know. I saw the penis bull.
There was a penis bull. I rode a mechanical penis at Skankfest.
Yeah, I did too, but
His wasn't mechanical. He just rode a penis.
No, it was me and my friends, and I need y'all to know what level of stupid I am. Because this was before I started drinking. I didn't start drinking until I was like 21 or something.
Okay.
And this was like when I was 19. I was hanging out with my like fucking ranch friends who were like training for the rodeo and shit. But they were all getting drunk and like smoking. I was just hanging out.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right, who wants to ride a bull? And it's all like, okay, I gotta watch this shit. And then like the dude was like, hey Celia, do you want to ride the bull? And I'm like, oh no thank. But before I said oh no thank, he's like, she can't do it. She's a woman. I'm like, give me the fucking glove.
Yeah.
I was on it for about like 2 seconds, got bucked off, and like, thank God for adrenaline being scared shitless, because like it charged me.
Oh my
and like
God.
I ran and I jumped over the thing, and like I didn't even know I could jump over a fence. Like I know I'm Mexican, but I'm also very out of shape.
Oh my God.
I keep getting into weird altercations with animals. But I never punched a cow at a petting zoo and was asked to leave, so I'm better than my mother. My dad smoothed it over, but my mom straight up punched a cow at the petting zoo and the feeding zoo.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like the cow loved my dad. It was just sitting there like, and like rubbing up against him. My mom goes to like the cow, like she was petting the cow and it was cool, but then like she goes and like reaches to like dust something off my dad's shoulder, and the cow didn't like that because apparently they were an item now.
Oh shit.
And the cow bit her elbow. And like as soon as the cow bit her elbow, my mom turned around and just went pow, punched the cow in the face.
I mean,
Wow.
that's justifiable though.
Yeah, like
it did bite her.
It was in self-defense.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, this dumb
That
bitch
sounds
ass
kind
cow.
of fun. I want to punch a cow now. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah. I mean.
Like I've bitch slapped a chicken. But that was my fault, and I was mad because I was wearing a ring, and they're like attracted to shiny shit, and they're also attracted to the color red. But I was at my friend's ranch, and like I had my hand like there. The chicken comes up and pecks at the thing, misses, and just like fucking tears like the top of this finger off.
Oh,
Like
fuck.
not like he took a big chunk out of it.
Yeah.
And like he did that, and I got mad, and I'm like, oh hell no! So I pimp slapped him. And then my friend Katie was like, "Did you just slap a chicken?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I did." I'm like, "Do I have to leave?" And she's like, "No, that was funny. We're gonna kill that one tomorrow anyway." I'm like, "Okay."
I think Eric has a story where he pow drivered a dolphin. If
Did you?
No, I have. The place I used to work at back home, my boss, the owner of it, like had his house on the property of. It was a big semi shop, and they had chickens, and these chickens would come into the shop like while you were working on trucks and stuff. So you'd be underneath the truck, and a chicken would just show up. I've never been so scared of a fucking 12-foot or 12-inch tall animal in my life.
Yeah.
But there's just, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Turkeys are scary.
Oh, turkeys are mean too.
Oh, and geese too.
Yeah, geese
will fuck you up.
Yeah. I ran over, so.
It's another altercation I had. Sorry.
I was driving into work one day, and his kids loved the chickens, but the chickens would come up and they just wander all around the shop. And I was driving into work, and I was like, man, if I just keep driving at this chicken, it'll move. The chicken did not move. So I had to go in, and I was like, hey, I just ran over one of your chickens in the driveway. And he's like, I don't really give a shit. But you do need to go throw it over the fence before my kids see it, because they'll cry. And then my wife will be mad at you. So I was like, all right. So I'm just out there with a shovel, chucking a chicken over the fence. And I come back in, and he's like, is it gone? And I'm like, yeah. His wife comes up later and is like, did you kill one of our chickens? And I was like, why the fuck did he tell you? I disposed of the body. This is the worst mob boss I've ever had. It's like, did you kill Rico? It's like, I thought we buried him with the hounds, dude. What's going on?
I'll send it clear. Like, were these 3 all me?
No.
Okay.
That was us too. You're good.
Okay. I was thinking, it's like, damn, I do have a drinking problem. That being said.
No, Eric and I can put them back like the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a problem. Support the Patreon. We're gonna have to go to rehab one of these days.
Me too.
We'll go together.
Yeah, it'll be.
But yeah, for that drinking bet, like, so I know how I'm gonna get afterwards, and like the last time I did the drinking bet, everybody's like, you kind of just like, you're more intense when you're sober, and like I guess I just look very serious, and like I'm tired and I'm pissed off.
Yeah, I'm not drunk.
Yeah, I'm sober, damn it.
Yeah, I'm sober. I'm not having fun.
It does make me laugh because I'll be like surrounded by all my drunk friends when this was happening, but they'd be drunk. It's like, Celia, did you drink too much? Like, are you hungry? Do you need food? And I'm like, for the last time, I am not drunk. And I need y'all to quit asking me if I'm drunk.
Yeah.
And if you're going to ask me, maybe say the word without slurring.
Yeah, are you drunk? Sorry, I'm drunk.
But, like, yeah, I'll be sitting there and I'll be, like, sober and, like, I do get, like, this 1,000. Like, I'll get distracted and I'll just kind of, like, stare off into space. But, like, I guess I get, like, this kind of, like, numb look in my eye.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking about the helicopters.
Yeah.
And,
The
like,
choppers came in too slow.
yeah, but, like, people will come and it's all like, Celia, are you okay? You kind of look like you're about to, you know, kill everybody. It's all like... I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's like, what were you thinking about? And I'm like, my childhood. It's like, and that's the look on your face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't happy. That's why I'm funny.
I remember my friend Shelby's brother came up to me. It's like, Celia, let's do a dab because the look on your face is scaring me, and you look like you just you look like you just saw your children murdered in front of you and got blamed for it. So it's like, okay, he's like, come do a dab. And I'm like, every time you give me a dab, I pass the fuck out. He's like, I'd rather be asleep on the couch than have that look on your face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. I'm like, is it really that bad? It's like, yeah, we didn't want to interrupt. You look like you were going through some shit. I'm like, my bad.
Just processing trauma in the middle of this conversation. It's no big deal. We're good.
But I do get bitchy when I'm like sober.
Yeah.
But that's like just who I was before too. And then I'll be like on day 30 of not drinking. I'm like, I'm not in a bad mood or anything, but I'll just be sitting there and I have this like bitchy look on my face. Everyone's like, are you okay? Are you mad at us? It's like, no. Why?
Yeah.
And then it's all like, you look mad. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm just tired. Or but I will lose like my shit at people. Like when they keep asking, it's like, Celia, eat something, you're drunk. And I'm like, I'm not drunk. You know how I'm not drunk? Because I like to be drunk and everybody else fucking is drunk here.
Yeah.
And it's like, so you don't want food? And I'm like, give me the burger.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't want food. I was just saying I wasn't drunk.
Well, I did say no to the food like the first 20 times. I'm like, just give it to me.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, because, like, again, I'm not that hungry when I don't drink or, like, smoke weed.
Yeah.
But, like, my friend kept saying, he's all like, it's like, this plate needs to be cleaned by the time I get back. And I'm like, word. And I'm like, yo, Nate, you're hammered, right? Yeah. And I'm like, here, eat like half of this. Like, just hold a burger to his face. He's like, okay. And I'm like, take another bite. He's like, okay. One more. Good.
Nice.
And then, like, before my friend Marcelino comes back, he's like my brother. But he's the one who told me, it's like, make sure you clear the plate. I'm like, fool. And I, like, eat, like, the, like, third of the burger that's left. And, like, I put, like, some chips, but, like, he overloaded that plate, too. And I'm like, I don't need this much fucking food.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially whenever you're a little drunk, though. Fucking.
Yeah.
God. I eat like an animal. Like, just.
See, and that's how it is for me. Like, I have to be really drunk or, like, really high or have just finished working out. Those are the only 3 times I'm, like, super hungry and want to eat everything. So the next time I go to Golden Corral, the plan is I'm going to exercise for, like, an hour and a half to 2 hours. Because, like, when I'm sober, it sucks. Like, I'll go to Golden Corral and I'll eat 1 plate of food. And I'm like, I just paid $20 to eat, like, half a piece of chicken.
Yeah.
And, but, yeah. So, work out for 2 hours. Smoke a fuck ton of weed. If I can find it. Need to find a ride out to Brady, Texas, because I found out they have 40s of Steel Reserve there. That was a special kind of trash. I love 40s of Steel Reserve so much. And, like, I got a headline in Midland, and we stopped in Brady, and I'm going to go grab a tall can. And, like, as I'm reaching for the tall can, I look below, and there's just, like, 2 perfect rows of Steel Reserve. And it was just like the angel started singing. It's like, oh. And, like, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little wet when I saw it. And, like, it's all like, I cannot take my last $40. Like, because I was just gonna grab an armful. It's all like, just ring them up until we hit $40.
Yeah, it's like.
But I behaved myself. Did I grab the $140? But I waited a couple days to drink it. I'm like, no, this needs to be special. I almost lit a candle for the occasion. Just sitting there, it's like waiting, and then like I go to a bar, it's like, because like most of the bars I go to, they already know it's all like Lone Star and a shot of well whiskey. It's like sometimes they don't even ask, they'll just like do it, and I'm like too broke for the well whiskey today. It's like, well, it's already there, so take a shot with me. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I do feel like some of the bartenders will like pay half my tab. Like, I'll go, it's like, you undercharged me. It's like, no, that looks right. If anything, we overcharged you. Hold on. It's all like, okay, yeah, no. But, like, I definitely drank more than $20 of alcohol. I know because I tripped twice on the way back to the bar.
Yeah. But, you know, they're just counting on, they're like, she's funny. One day, she'll come back and be like, I am now rich and famous. And you got me really drunk for a long time.
Yeah, and I feel bad because there's, like, the souvenir shops on 6th Street, and I'll, like, walk to them. But, like, I walk into, like, one of them, and, like, I walk in, and, like, normally they're used to me being there, like, hammered after last call, just, like, grabbing sandwiches and stuff.
Yeah.
Or, like, lottery tickets, depending on how much money I have and, like, how stupid I'm being.
Yeah.
But, like, I'll go in, but, like, I go in during the day, it's like, oh, you're awake. I always wondered what you look like sober. It's like, that's fair.
Yeah.
But then, like, I didn't go and, like, buy drinks for a while there. And then I go in, and it's like, sorry, I'm trying to drink less. And they're like, no, like, we were concerned, but you're also paying for my daughter's violin lessons. So, like, I was going to say something, but I'm like, oh, no, I'll pay for your daughter's violin lessons.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll continue to be a drunk. It helps. I get it.
I'm big on the arts.
Yeah. We love supporting young talent.
Yeah, paid more bartender semesters in college than their parents.
I've never had a 40 of Steel Reserve. That's fucking hilarious. I know some people that back home that like love that shit and like the old school Four Locos and shit.
Yeah, Four Locos. See, I do like Four Locos, and I do like the flavored, like, sugary cans of, like, Steel Reserve, but I have to drink the original, because if I drink, like, the blackberry flavored or the tropical pineapple or whatever, I just wake up with a really bad hangover the next day.
Okay.
Like, sugary stuff, like...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then I do remember there's this monthly party in Phoenix called Drink and Joke, and it was open mic, but it was like bring your own beer and bring your own drugs. The only drug they said to not do there was meth.
Oh shit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Like, I don't...
And I remember when my meth head roommate went there and like he threw a hissy fit and like he had to leave and like there was a whole bunch of weird drama. Like it was bizarre. But yeah, so it's an open mic, everybody signs up.
Yeah.
But you're performing in front of like mostly comics and shit.
Yeah.
So like yeah, you'd go up, do that, but like I'd show up with my 40s and also like everybody would bring their beer and my friend Nate who ran the party, like he's not a beer person.
Yeah.
So we had an understanding. I'd fall asleep there because the bus didn't run that late. He's like, yeah, sleep on the couch, and then I would just fill my backpack full of all the beer. And it's like, are you sure I can take this? He's all like, I don't drink beer, take that shit with you.
Yeah. Get
I'm
it
like,
out.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that is nice whenever you're around non-beer drinkers and there ends up being a lot of beer left at their place.
Yeah.
They're just like, can you get this out of my house? And you're like, I sure fucking can.
See,
There's
and,
anything I can do.
Ty Nguyen or Win.
Yeah, Taiwan.
Like, because he does remind me from my friend Nate, because Nate's
Yeah.
Asian too. But
Yeah.
he's Filipino Asian.
Yeah.
But like, he has his show, The Spot, at his house, and it's the bring your own
Yeah.
beer. But like, I asked him, like, can I take some of these with me? He's like, oh yeah, help yourself. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So like,
Sick.
every time I go there, it's like, Ty, you know what's going to happen, right? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that's a fun fucking little show.
It
Like,
is.
Wait,
Wait, did we see each other there at one?
I don't think so. The
Okay.
one I've only went there once.
So there is a lot of like bearded heavyset men.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm hammered 90% of the time.
I look like half of Austin comedy. Like, just, it's either short, fat, tall, skinny, white. Like, that's majority of the Austin
No,
comedy
it does
scene.
feel like NPCs after a while. It's all like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so I I would joke that there's only 3 types of comics in Austin. There's the fat whites, the skinny whites, and then the really funny ones. You know, black guys.
Nice.
And it's always like a nice little like opener joke of just like getting. But it's one of my favorite because I'm sitting around I'm like, dude, I look like fucking everyone here, like just everyone's just like, I'm gonna have a little bit of facial hair and I'm either gonna be really fat or really skinny and there's no fucking in between.
Like, have you ever thought about just like kind of like sneaking up behind Brian Redband and like taking him out,
saying,
and then
I
just like
am you now.
yeah, and then just like go up and sit down and see if anybody
Yeah, just be
noticed.
like-
It's all like, damn.
Just make some.
It's like, did he get plastic surgery? He's actually looking better.
Yeah. What is he younger? All right, I don't know. We'll see.
Like, he
Yeah.
must have bought them stem cells and rubbed
Yeah.
them on his face.
Yeah, he's just stealing blood from his Asian wife. That's. But yeah, see, that is the joys of the Austin comedy scene. It's
Yeah.
everyone almost looks like me.
I'm for it. Like,
Yeah.
I have a thing for fat dudes with beards. Like, well,
You're in the right city.
I know.
It's,
I need to stop fucking comics though.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I've fucked any comics yet.
not any good ones, at least.
No, but I did write a new joke about that because, like, I
Yeah.
have a couple jokes about, like, me fucking comics. But the newest one I wrote is, like, I love fucking unfunny comics because I think everybody deserves to perform in a large venue at least once.
That's funny. That's fucking really good.
That's cool.
Everyone deserves it from him.
I'm doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. I'm a one of God.
Yeah, and then I came up with it because, like, some dude was talking shit to me, so, like, it was, like, one of my friends from Phoenix who I, like, fucked, but he was, like, on one, and he's all like, you know what, you should be thankful I fucked you. And I'm like, no, if anything, you should thank me, because I'm the biggest venue you've ever performed in.
Dude, that's such a wild burn that I never would have thought of.
Dude, like, some days I'm like, okay, like, people, it's like, you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid anyway, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
so why'd you hit on me then? But, like, I was at a Greyhound bus station, so I was already pissed off.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, the not flight, the Greyhound, was like 3 hours late, and then like it was gonna be another like 2 hours before I got there. But I'm sitting out there smoking a cigarette, and then like I could already tell because like normally like they'll say the same thing. It's like, "What's up, mama?" But this dude comes up and he's all like, "Hey, pretty girl," and I'm like, "No," and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to fucking anybody. I just want to smoke my cigarette and be left the fuck alone."
Yeah.
Like I was just on one that day. And he's like, "You're fat anyway," and I'm like, "Yeah, so you can watch me walk away from you longer." And like I yelled at him, and like all the other people outside smoking just started dying. They're like, "God damn!"
God damn, that's funny as fuck.
I have my moments.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's Jesus
So
Christ.
we're gonna have to bring more of the Miller.
Yeah, I say we're these are all water, folks. By the way, this is
Yes, yellow water.
this is all colored water.
The yellow's the vitamin C.
Yeah, we're all very healthy in this at this facility.
I like have my health nut friends, and like there was this one girl who's like always. I've done it to a couple people. This girl is like, "Celia, I just want you to try this," and she gives me the whole speech. Like she works for like whatever pyramid scheme she bought the drinks from, and she's like, "Yo, it has these vitamins, it has those vitamins, and it will circulate, and it will increase your metabolism." And she's saying, "Oh," and I'm like, "Okay, so this is good for me and healthy, right?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "No, thank you."
I'm good. Yeah. I've been on the Texas sobriety diet here lately. I just eat barbecued meat and drink beer all day. So
Well, if you don't want me to leave a weird stain on this couch, you can't talk about barbecue. Just kidding.
Welcome to Texas, Eric.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I guess JP, you had some would you rather questions. We haven't gotten to them,
Actually, we haven't got.
but I guess there's no time like the present.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say there's no time, and I'm like, I feel like we haven't been here that long.
No, I don't think so.
It's like I cleared out my schedule for that. That's a lie. He messaged me today, and I'm like, oh, that's right. Like when he messaged me, I was like, I'm gonna take a nap and then go to a bar, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go do this podcast and then go to a
Then
bar.
go to a bar. God's way.
I do need to like freaking reorganize it. I was telling him on the way here,
Yeah.
like I wasn't paying attention, and like my calendar was like set on December, so I was adding all my November dates to December. So I'm just sitting there. It's like I'm double booked.
Yeah. What's
I'm like,
happening?
oh, shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, we haven't gotten to would you rather questions,
Yeah.
but I mean, you've been fucking hilarious anyways, though.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
yeah, no, seriously, thank you so much for even coming on. Maybe we'll just do one or two.
Yeah.
This one I was thinking is kind of my favorite, anyways. What godly superpower would you rather have in real life? Okay, there's three choices, right? You gain the powers or abilities of any protagonist of a movie by watching the movie 4 times in a row. Right, we get that one. Every time you die, you revive in the nearest hospital, like, GTA style.
Okay.
Or you can.
Suicidal. It's definitely not that one. Just kidding.
It could be a plus. You know what I mean? Just freak all your friends out. You know what I mean? Just jump in front of buses all week.
Actually, that could be
Yeah.
fun because I thought about a joke about it. Like it's all like I'm gonna get a gun in case anybody comes up on me in an alley and they're gonna shoot me. I'm gonna take out a gun and shoot myself first because that's the ultimate power move. It's all like I'm the killer now.
You can't even murder me, you pussy bitch.
It's like, oh, were you trying to get a kill streak?
Yeah.
That's
The Rainy Street who?
All right, just real quick. The last one, you can pause time for 90 seconds. So those are 3 choices that we have. Again, there are, you can take the powers or ability of any protagonist of a movie by watching the movie. Every time you die, you revive in a hospital, or you can pause time for 90 seconds at your will.
See, my biggest worry about every time you die, you show back up in the hospital. Does that mean you never get to die?
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about.
Like you just live forever now?
Yeah, let's go
It's
with
just
live
fucking
forever.
Kenny from South Park.
Yeah, you're.
The Mysterion. He's like, I can't fucking die.
Yeah.
The only one who actually had superpowers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it would be sick to just not worry about the consequences of any crazy shit you do.
Actually, now that I think about it, I could have a lot of fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because then I could, like, recommend people on Reddit who want to kill themselves. It's like, you definitely wouldn't want to go the train route. It took a lot longer than you thought.
I got drugged for a mile. Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I think the superpowers is probably the go-to.
The
So, like, if you watch any protagonist...
absorb the powers of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just movies or TV shows, too?
This one is just movies. We're going movies.
I feel like you could be
Well, now
way...
I'm sad that The Witcher isn't a movie.
Yeah. I feel like you could definitely get way fucking overpowered, though. Just watch, like, 7 Marvel movies back to back, just on repeat. All of a sudden, you are God.
Actually, I will go with the first one, because one of my favorite movies is About Time, where all the men, like, the men in the family have the ability to travel back in time and, like, do shit, and they can, like, repeat stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a super cute romantic comedy. I love fucking British comedy, too.
What's the name of it?
It's called About Time.
Okay.
It's, Bill Nighy plays the dad.
I didn't know he was an actor. Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know Bill Nye did anything other than...
No,
Yeah.
Bill Nighy, not Bill Nye.
Oh,
Right. Did you guys
okay.
ever watch Love Actually?
I recognize the name, but I don't know if I ever actually watched
Pirates
it.
of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
The dude who plays Davy Jones.
Oh, okay.
That's Bill
okay.
Nighy.
Okay, yeah, I thought you were saying, like, Bill Nye, the science
Like-
guy.
Science guy.
No, that'd
Yeah.
be cool too.
Because I was like, dude, I didn't know he did anything other than science.
No, like, I do recommend watching, like, Bill Nighy movies because he's, like, fucking hilarious. But, like,
Yeah.
in Love Actually, he plays a jaded alcoholic rock star.
Nice.
And he's on stage and he's, like, releasing a Christmas album. And, like, he was considered a hack and everything. It's like, you're a has-been and whatnot. But, like, they're, like, interviewing him and he's all like, seriously, though. Don't do drugs, kids. Become a rock star and they give them to you for free. Well, yeah, he's like, don't buy drugs.
Don't buy drugs, kids. That's good advice. Yeah, I always used to say,
So if you go to Skankfest, everybody just gives them to you.
yeah.
And I ended up handing out all my acid because my friends are pussies.
Yeah. You're like, I bought all this acid to do with friends, so now I'm going to make new friends.
That's essentially what happened. Like, I ended up... And then the people I gave the acid to, like, I messaged them the next day and it's like, how'd it go? And it's like, bitch, we went on a fucking adventure. I'm like, fuck yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yeah, the giving out drugs thing is so funny to me because, like, every mom in the Midwest where I'm from is like, oh no, somebody's going to force you to do drugs. It's like, no. People are going to offer you drugs sometimes, but if you say no, they're just going to find somebody else that wants to do drugs with them. Like, no one's making you do anything. It's just like, hey, do you want to do coke with me?
Dude,
no? Okay.
I've had some people who are like, just do it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But then there's other people like, if you'd like to, it's an option. And
Yeah.
it's all like, I like that how you weren't forcey about it or rapey about it.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about this drug.
Yeah.
Introduce me.
Tell me about heroin. What's it really like?
I did have a friend like who was calling me the other day. It's like, I was calling you to see if you wanted to do some DMT.
Yeah.
And like I remember like I ended up doing DMT for the first time and like I got back, I was hammered. But like both of his DMT carts were dying.
Yeah.
But like I was hitting it and like, cause it's like, I wasn't ready, but like that night I'm like, it's only 7 minutes. He's like, yeah, 7-10 minutes tops.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go fucking go. And then same thing happened. Like I've been doing ketamine lately because it was introduced to me last week. And I told my friend Shelby, and like she's normally cool and relaxed about everything. And like she stopped doing coke because her boyfriend doesn't like people who do coke. But like I said, I was like, I'm doing ketamine, and she's like, horse tranquilizer, Celia, really?
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, you've straight up seen me drink a stale 40 from the night before.
Yeah.
And pee in the street shortly afterwards. Are you really that surprised by my behavior?
Yeah. Yeah, you sure? Is this too far now?
Yeah. It's like, did I cross a line, bitch?
Yeah. Yeah. Is this really where we're getting upset?
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
She'll do crazy ass shit when she's drunk too. I love my homegirl Shelby. She is hilarious and she gives zero fucks.
Yeah.
And she'll say she did do comedy, but then she quit. She's like, yeah, I'm not depressed anymore, so I don't need this shit. That's like, okay.
I don't need free counseling any longer.
Yeah. But it's also cool because she'll say hilarious shit, and I'm like, could I actually use that in a set? It gave me an idea, and she's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with it? I'm happy now.
Yeah.
It's like, go forth, and she's all like, use that and buy me a fucking boat.
Yeah.
Because I in Phoenix, especially because I was on and off again homeless for the last 10 years, and for those 7 years doing comedy.
Yeah.
But I'm funny, and I don't know why people keep saying yes, but it's like, will you buy me a drink? It's like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. And then, I'd spread it around. I'd ask one person, then go to the next person, and then go to the next person. Everybody's like, yeah, no, your set was great. Or people will come up, it's like, your set was amazing. Could I buy you a drink? It's all like, if you insist.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or I do tarot card readings at bars. It's like, I don't have any cash. Could I just get you a drink on my time? It's like, let's go.
Yeah, it's like, that's actually what I wanted.
It's like, that's what the money was going to go to. That or a burrito.
Yeah. It turns out it was going to that guy either way.
Yeah, there were when I was doing better with my drinking though, it'd be like, can I buy you a drink? I'm like, I really don't need to get hammered. What I need is bus money so I can get to work next week.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool, I'll be back.
Yeah.
And I didn't have Cash App or Venmo or anything back then, but now I have a bank account and I'm slowly becoming an adult.
Yeah.
And now I have Venmo and Cash App and stuff. And it's like, can I Cash App you for a reading? It's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I've been tipped in some weird fucking shit. One dude, it's all like, this is for you. And I'm like, what is it? He's like, it's Coke. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Interesting.
Word. And then one dude, he was it was St. Patrick's Day. And he's all like, what you did for me was so profound. And I'm like, I just flipped over cards, bro. Yeah. And he's all like, nope. It's all like, this deserves something. He takes out a Ziploc bag and just starts putting handfuls of weed into it.
Jesus Christ.
And I think he gave me an ounce and a half of weed. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, I'm a drug dealer, bitch. I got this at home. I'm like, I thought.
Yeah, good enough. Who am I to argue with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Jesus, no, I gotta start going out with you. That sounds fucking crazy.
I go on a lot of
so much
adventures.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta start drinking the Steel Reserve 40s, doing more cocaine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Acid.
I don't know if I've ever.
Don't do any of this shit. If any, well, if you're gonna, go ahead.
Don't do it. If you're going to,
what
it's fun
I
as
do
shit,
is
but
not
don't...
good for you. But I have had a lot of good times.
Yeah, that's.
And I've gone on a lot of adventures, and I did that a lot when I was homeless because I'd either be sleeping on the streets, but I'd be at the bar and I build connections with people. So we're doing an after party at my house. There's more beer, and I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
But I met there's this really talented artist. He does murals all throughout Phoenix, and I ran into him. And he's all like, yeah, come kick it with me at my studio, and I was gonna take a Greyhound the next day to get back to Flagstaff, Arizona. Because I was gonna do something there. I forget what. It had something to do with family. But he gave me a ride there the next day. But he's there. He's like, so I have this bag of weed, and it was a giant Ziploc bag with 10 ounces of weed in it. He's like, do you know how to roll a joint? And I'm like, I just recently learned because I had gone hitchhiking for a little while, and somebody gave me this little bag of Amsterdam tobacco, rolling tobacco. I found it, and I'm like, somebody left it. It's like, it's yours now. And I'm like, okay. So it took a couple tries, but I'm like, oh, I can roll cigarettes now.
Yeah.
And then I started to apply it to weed, and I met a couple of homeless people who'd give me weed, and they're showing me. I still can't do blunts, but the dude is like, yeah, I can't roll joints for shit. So you can come and you can sleep in the art studio with us, but if you could just roll joints until I say stop. I'm like, okay. So I rolled them 20, and I'm still going. And he's like, you've done enough. You're good. But yeah, we're just smoking weed and drinking in his art studio. And oh my god, I love his art because he does a lot of Day of the Dead themed shit. So it's the skulls, and it'd be low rider cars and stuff. But his murals are all throughout downtown Phoenix, and they're beautiful.
Isn't it Day of the Dead today?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Los Muertos.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It is weird not being, like, because normally I try on November 1st to be in Flagstaff so I can go, like, eat at my grandparents' grave, and I'm all like, here's a Twinkie for you, Grandpa. And, like, I haven't got to do it with my grandma yet, but, like, I would, like, bring her, like, sugar cookies because she loves sugar cookies. Yeah. I don't know, something about eating food in a cemetery is actually comforting. I don't do the ofrenda. I just go to the fucking, it's like I'm going to hang out with all my dead homies.
I've never celebrated it. I mean, I'm Mexican, of course, but I never did, like, the paint, or I never really knew what it was about. That's you celebrate with, like, not with, I guess, but, like, celebrate your past ones? Is that
Yeah.
pretty much it, right?
So, like, you can learn a lot about this by just watching the movie Coco.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's basically the only information I have about the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Is the Disney movie. It's Disney or Pixar or something, the Coco.
Yeah, so, and also, I am a shitty Mexican, so, like, I do know how it works, but I'm also, like, fucking it up, too. But the little ofrenda, whatever it's called, that's where you just put all the pictures of your dead loved ones, and you surround it with, like, flowers. It's, like, just kind of making a little tribute of all the dead people. But, like, yeah, some people, it's like, yeah, we're gonna go to the cemetery and eat with our dead family members.
Wow.
It's just, like, picnics.
Oh, shit. That does sound kind of fun.
So I
yeah.
never did the ofrenda, but I'd go. It's all like, yep, this works, because it's All Saints Day, and technically it's 2 days. The first one is, like, adults, and day 2, I think, is children, technically, but it's November 1st and November 2nd.
Shit.
And yeah, it's celebrating the ones you, like, the people you've lost, because they're, like, still there, and there's, like, something about, like, the spirits, and this, I think it's the most, like, not haunted, but, like, it's when the spirits are traveling to and from, and they're everywhere. I'm like, I'm fucking this up, but,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
I
no,
didn't
like,
even know
research
that.
it, though. Like, I'm fucking this up, and, like, also research things, because I notice most people talk out of their ass, which bothers me, and it's mostly white people. It's all like, I'm just gonna say this, and it sounds right, so, it's like, I don't need Wikipedia, I'm just gonna use common sense, and it's gonna apply to life. So I'm like, okay, so you just, like, made shit up. It's like, well, it didn't see why it would be wrong. It's like, why are you saying it like it's fact, though? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I mean, it's worked this long. You know, come on.
Way to go, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, hey. As the white here, it's it's going well.
I tried to get into my Hispanic side by watching, like, a Disney Hispanic movie, but it was the other one. It was about the
Was
house
it
that was
Encanto?
alive. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that one recently. Yeah, I guess I should have checked out Coco. I
I
don't know.
think
Yeah.
that one's
They're
set in
Colombian.
Colombia,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're Colombian. Yeah.
But, like,
It's
still
pretty
applies.
cute.
Yeah, it was super cute. But, like, Coco is actually really good. And, like, I cried so much, especially because, like, it's about, like, his uncle or grandpa was a mariachi player, and my grandpa was a mariachi player.
My dad, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, shit, and I do fuck with Mexican music. I don't know what they're singing half the time, but, like, the main words I learned from Spanish when I was little was, like, siempre mi amor, like, for always my love, or something like that. Or, like, triste, like, the word for sad. It's all like, okay, I know that one because of every Mexican song I've ever heard. It's like, yo soy triste de mi. It's like, okay, and then somebody just starts howling. It's like,
Yeah.
ah!
Eric, take it. You know the rest, right?
Enchilada. All right.
Also, it's a super short song, but, like, one of the best songs in fucking Coco is the Remember Me song, and it's really sweet. But it's like, remember me, although just say goodbye, remember me. Like, it's a really pretty song. But, like, he wrote it for his daughter, and, like, you just gotta watch it. It's cute.
So
But,
you've
like,
seen this movie too?
Yeah.
Even like they talked about it on one of my favorite podcasts recently.
like, I really want it to be, like, how the afterlife is. Like, fuck heaven. I'm okay with the Day of the Dead world. Like,
I gotta check it out. Yeah,
it's really fucking good.
you're like the third person that has told me that it's made them cry and shit. So because I was thinking that El Canta was that movie, I suppose. You know what I mean?
That one made me cry, too.
Oh really? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It does, well, it depends on my mood, but, like, also I do love watching cartoons on acid as well. Like, dude, like, so shrooms makes me antisocial. Acid, I can go out and, like, converse with the people.
Wow.
But like shrooms, and I'm like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna watch cartoons, and you motherfuckers can't come with me. But like Fantasia on shrooms is fucking lit.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
It was just like it was a whole vibe, and like I also like watching the Lord of the Rings on shrooms, but like I didn't want to watch the whole movie, so I do legit just have the whole 9 hours of all 3 movies musical score of the Lord of the Rings soundtrack, and that's what I was listening to when I got home. And I'm like, and here we go. Like da 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 da. I'm like, this is everything. Just melts into the bed.
That's awesome.
But also, I used to do that on Flagstaff. Like, I can't wait to go back. I love the snow. And again, huge Lord of the Rings person. My favorite thing to do: take the shrooms, take them on the day it's like snowstorming out. I'll bring like a thing of yarn with me so I can tie it around the trees and just walk through the forest listening to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack, pretending I'm a hobbit on an adventure. Fucking magical.
I think that you are the only person I've ever met who does shrooms correctly. Because that sounds like the only way to do shrooms that would be fun. Of like, I'm gonna wander through the woods and pretend I'm a hobbit.
That's how you fucking do it.
That's awesome. Everyone I know is just like, oh, I just sit here and talk to my friends. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, no, like, my friends who are social on shrooms, it's all like, okay, I get it, but like, fuck you. And I took shrooms, not this last Skankfest, but the one before, and it was the last night too, like, because everybody just gave me shrooms. I'm like, alright, let's do it. And I'm there, and like, every time, as soon as they kick in, it's all like, I love everybody. I love all of you. But I want to be by myself, and I don't want to fuck with any of you right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and watch cartoons. Or like my favorite movies, like I'll watch like my favorite all-time movie is Dragonheart.
Oh my god, dude. I haven't seen that in a long fucking time.
It's such a good fucking movie.
Never seen it. Never heard of it, I think.
Oh my god. Alright, so it's, what's his name, Dennis Quaid?
I think so, yeah.
Like he's the main guy, but it's basically about this knight who is training this like son of an evil king. And it turns out the son was evil too. But like the dad dies in the beginning and he becomes king, but he also like falls off a pike and gets his heart pierced. So they take him to a dragon, and the dragon is all like, okay, I will give him another shot at life. So he gives him half of his heart. And the like Einan is the name of the king, and it's the guy who plays Professor Lupin in Harry Potter. And I didn't realize that until after the fact. My sister told me, I'm like, wait, no. And then I go and watch it, I'm like, oh shit, that's Professor Lupin. And then he's being evil. And I'm like, Professor Lupin, no. Dude, it's just a really great story about, like, so the dragon, who is voiced by Sean Connery.
Oh, is it that one?
Yeah. Which is also the perfect casting for a dragon.
Perfect.
It's like, that's what you want every dragon to sound like.
Your mother's a whore.
Your mother's a whore. It's also the musical score for that movie is amazing. I'm really into musical scores for video games and movies.
Me too.
Yeah. Like I'll like straight up listen to like the Dark Knight Rises theme.
Oh yeah.
So like it's like fuck yeah. It's like this is amazing.
Edward Scissorhands is huge around.
I need to listen to that one again. It's been a while.
Yeah. It's very epic. But the Lord of the Rings and what was the Harry Potter? I've never seen any of the Harry Potters, and Lord of the Rings is like over my head. That kind of stuff puts me to bed a little bit. Like
you're not into the huge fantasy genre.
Yeah, the fantasy stuff.
Okay.
I can't deal with it.
That's fair. Everybody's different. Like I'm addicted to that shit. Like there's like a couple things I wanted to be when I was younger. The first one was a stand-up comic, but like for unrealistic like dreams, like I wanted to be a knight or I wanted to be Batman. But
those are cool second, third picks. You know, like those are good options also.
Yeah, like I always wanted to be the stuff girls weren't supposed to be. It's like, well, women can't be knights, and I'm like, the fuck they can't. Like before my life is over, I actually want to joust somebody, like a real joust. I want to put on the armor, get on the horse, just lance motherfucker.
They're good fallbacks, you know what I mean? If I can't be a comic,
I'm gonna joust people.
Yeah.
It's like, if I can't make people laugh, I'm gonna make somebody fall off their horse. Yeah. And like, if you know anything about like the jousting, I also wanted to be a samurai too. Like I wanted to be like kind of like a hero kind of thing, and I'm like, I want to help people and save people. And then, like, for the realistic jobs, like, I was gonna either be a marine biologist because I love killer whales, or, whatchamacallit, historian because I love history.
Okay.
And, like, dude, so much cool stuff in history. And, like, just reading, like, old folklore, like, Norse mythology, Greek mythology, Egypt mythology, like, all the fucked up shit with the gods.
Yeah.
And, a lot of incest in Egypt.
I feel like that was most of ancient history. Was just
That's true. Like,
people
that
fucking relatives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're like, that's what's here. Like.
What's the big one? What's that guy's name? The one that banged his mom?
Oedipus.
Oedipus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a joke about that.
Really?
Yeah. It's on my, like, YouTube clips, but, like, could I run it by you? Or, like, say it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be great. I
Sorry.
didn't know if you would want to.
Oh, yeah, no. It's, okay. I already know I ran some jokes already, but still. So basically how I go up, because in Arizona, so I'm from Arizona, first of all, not big on reading or education in general. We're 50th in education right now, statewide. We were 49th,
Perfect.
but we managed to outdo ourselves.
Managed to get to 50th. Be the real winners.
But, like, what I said about, like, trying to read here, like, at open mics, before I'd be like, hold on, let me just, like, get this chapter, and then I'll go be social. And they're like, okay, cool. But, like, in Arizona, I'd be, like, trying to read a book, and then my friends, it's like, are you reading a book, you fucking nerd? It's like, yeah, I fucking am. Oh, but the joke is, like, I've learned a lot from reading. Like, we as a society don't give a fuck about women. Case in point, Oedipus. It's like, thousands of years later, we know that dude fucked his mom. But how many of you know if that bitch came? So, like, we don't. We all assume she faked it. But if you know the rest of the story, you know she killed herself when she found out it was her son. You only kill yourself if you come on your son's dick. Otherwise, you'd have just avoided eye contact at the Senate meeting.
All right.
I am like, that one, like, it works because I, like, have to explain it. I was surprised it was, like, working in Arizona. Because, like, the first time, like, I told it was, like, 3 people who left. But I thought everybody knew who Oedipus was because of the Oedipus complex.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, mental illness is prevalent around here. This should work out. But people, it's like, who Oedipus? It's all like, okay. This didn't make me sad.
Yeah.
But I want to do that with, like, more books and stuff, too. So, like, I want to make Sherlock Holmes jokes. I want to make killer whale jokes. I'm trying to get better at those.
Yeah. I do think there's a little bit of a balance between, like, making it so your crowd has to be a little intelligent because you're going to have, like, smart jokes, and then learning how to explain it during the process.
Yeah.
So that people that, like, don't know also still get it. I do think that's, like, a fun, like, kind of tricky balance. Like, we had Maggie Mayfield on about 2 weeks or so ago, and afterwards I was talking to her, and she's like, it's made me want to go and tell more, like, history-based jokes because I'm really into history. And it's like, yeah, you should. And she's like, yeah, I was just always, like, afraid, like, people wouldn't get it and whatever. It's like, yeah, but just start doing it, figure out the way to do it in front of people that if they don't know who the person is you're talking about, you can explain it. But also if they do, well, then great.
Yeah. I do think it's funny because I, like, have Hobbit jokes, too. And, like, it's basically how I think hobbits and Mexicans are the same thing.
Yeah, yes, I've seen you do that one. It's good.
But, yeah, for that one, like, normally how I'd preface it is, like, I'd give the audience an option. And in Arizona, every time it's like, we can talk about my Hobbit conspiracy theories, or the time I pegged a man. Every time Arizona was like, peg. Moved to Austin, it's like, we'd like to hear about the Hobbits.
Yeah.
And, like, that made my heart swell. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, well, half the dudes in Austin are like, we already know about pegging. We've all been there. So, let's hear about what you think about hobbits.
yeah. Yeah, I'm getting better at doing, like, both. Well, I've only pegged one man. Read The Hobbit multiple times. Still haven't read the Lord of the Rings books. I'm waiting until I'm sad. Because, like, I do save some things, and I'm like, I feel like this will pull me out of a depressive funk if I go far enough.
I have a 20 of Coke under my bed for...
That's all. Fuck the podcast. Let's just do drugs. Just kidding.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on.
course.
This has been fucking so much fun.
And I'm down to do this again later
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
We were talking about cartoons. Sorry, man. We were talking about cartoons earlier, and I'm such a huge fan. That's what got me into wanting to be a producer. Fucking cartoons. Like,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we can have you back, and we can like make like a whole cartoon together on.
Yeah.
You know, like. Just improv it and come
down.
up with stupid ideas and shit.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, clearly we'll all have to have a drinking competition at some point. I don't know which one of us drank the most, but it's all been a lot.
I think it might have been me.
Yeah, there's a good chance, and we're proud of that here.
Because I think at least 6 of these counts were me.
But what all plugs do you have so people can come see you? What's your Instagram, Facebook, wherever?
All right. So for my Facebook, it's weird. Like, it's harder to find me on Facebook for whatever reason because there's like a million Celia Contreras'. But yeah, just type in my name, Celia Contreras. And if you type that plus comedy on YouTube, you can find my YouTube channel.
Fuck yeah.
And same thing, like type it into TikTok, I'll pop up. As for Instagram, it is a little weird. It's Celia, so CELIA_A_Graham. Like GRAM, like I'll sell you a gram.
Yeah.
Because when I made that, I was a drug dealer at the time. Well, I wasn't a hardcore drug dealer.
Yeah, but enough.
Yeah, like enough that it's all I thought it made me chuckle.
Yeah.
I probably should make it something more accessible, but I already have like some merch made with it now, so I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's that, and I do have quite a few shows coming up. So, yeah, December 2nd, I'm going to be in Pecos, Texas. December 9th, I'm going to be in, El Paso, Texas. Then on the 13th, I will be at Glendale, Arizona. The 14th, I'm going to be in Phoenix, Arizona. The 15th, also Phoenix, Arizona. 16th, Chandler, Arizona. 17th, I got to go home and sleep. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting one. I'm definitely forgetting one.
These are December, right?
Yeah, these are the December shows.
Yeah.
I have a fuck ton this month too. Like I get to go to Plano, Texas at House of Comedy with David Jolly and Cam Patterson.
Fuck yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, they asked me and I'm like, really? You guys want me? And they're like, yeah. Also in my jacket there's just like so many rocks that I like picked out for Cam.
Yeah.
And also, like, I do need to tell him when I give them to him, it's all like, yo, if you don't want these, like, sell them. Because I know people are buying rocks off of you.
Yeah.
Or, like, return them to the earth or whatever.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of nice rocks in Midland. And, like, I was sitting there, like, picking out rocks for, like, 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, I think you'd like this one.
Yeah.
And it was Hector who had me do the show. Also super proud of that because that was, like, the first time I had a successful headlining set.
Yeah.
Like, I've had, like, good headlining sets, but it'd be, like, a 15, 20-minute set, but I did 30 minutes, and I didn't know I could do that. And I'm like, hey! Oh, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Super proud of myself. And then, like, the audience, and I'm like, okay, it's all, like, how much time do I have? And they're like, no, fuck this. We'll bear the doors. Keep going. And I'm like, I think I'm running out of material. And then, like, once I get off stage, like, every time I do a long set, I'm like, nope, I forgot this joke, this joke, this joke. Because I do write a lot of jokes, but, like, it's just trying to, like, piece them all together. But I do a lot of one-liners, which doesn't help. And I don't want to, like, I'm trying to do more stories now. Because I'm not doing an hour of one-liners. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
I'm not everybody's Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of shows coming up. I'm so fucking happy for you.
Yeah.
Shit. When you were going through that list of things,
Yeah.
like, my mind was, like, blown and shit. That's fucking amazing, Celia. Thanks fucking so much. Eric, you have something?
Yeah.
I did see we're putting this episode out November 27th. So.
Okay. Yeah. So, December 29th, I'll be in Columbia, Missouri, opening up that show at Columbia Comedy Club. And December 3rd, I just got booked for that show with Tony Cruz. I'm not exactly sure all the details on that, but follow the Instagram, Eric Picks Comedy. All the shit will be there. So, yeah.
And I have an album coming out next August the 8th. It's called For the Ashleys and LaToya. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Celia, thank you so fucking much.
No problem. This
you're
was really,
amazing.
really fun.
Yeah, you're amazing. And cheers to the birthday base, I
Cheers.
guess.
Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck it.
kind of
I,
finished, but
it was that full and I downed it.
Yeah,
And I kind of want another one, but I really have to pee.
yeah,
oh yeah, we gotta end this.
yeah. Well, hey,
Cheers, everybody.
cheers. Everybody
All right.
be at home.
Salud. Look, you're right here. Scam.